Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Melbourne public transport on a Sunday. Like, how good is travelling on a Sunday morning? Maybe you've got plans, seeing family, friends, just a day yourself, and you want to travel, let's just say, between like 8 and 10 a.m. in the morning, or all day, that is. Now the first stop is the trams. Now it is currently 11:05. And I believe that trams should be once an hour. I mean, not once an hour, once every 10-15 minutes. Let's just take a look. I'll also be adding some multiple screenshots of the PTV app, as well as like how often do buses run and the trains. So it's gonna be a good video, hopefully. I'm gonna call this probably Melbourne's neglected Sunday timetable. How bad can it be? So, starting off with trams, well, I'm only going to be looking at some trams, like obviously on that Box Hill. I've looked at the 109 timetable, maybe even like some major ones like the Swanston Street trams towards like Melbourne University. So here we've got a tram now. Now I looked at the PTV app, which I'll try and add a screenshot somewhere in the thing, my hand there, and oh no, we missed it. Come back. Anyway, that doesn't matter because obviously I wasn't even planning to go on that tram anyway, so it's all good. Now we can see that one's just left the platform, so time to check what the next one is. God, you had to leave me behind. Oh, not to worry, okay. Only 11 minutes. And there's a rally in the city as well, so that's just great. Every Sunday it seems. 11 minutes. But however, what if you wanted to travel at like 8? Then we bring up the PTV app and let's see how often they run at like 8 on a Sunday. Bum bum, every 30 minutes. But it does creep up at about 10 o'clock as per usual. Now I reckon PTV actually does think that like it's still in the olden days where like people are at home. No, it's not how it is anymore. So stop thinking about PTV if that's what you think. So let's take a look now at another one. So I'm currently at Box Hill. Let's take a look at the 70 tram towards Waterfront City, Docklands. Take a look at just the first stop is to see, and we can see that it is at about every 10 minutes. But what about travelling at 8? Let's see if it's the same thing. Excuse the width, by the way, if it's big enough in the video, it probably is, but it doesn't matter. So at 8, again. Oh, that's actually better actually. It's like every 20 minutes, I think. Probably every 30. Beyond 8, but that's alright. Now, let's take a look at trains. How often do they run? Melbourne's neglected buses and trains. So, beyond 10 a.m, trains are averaged towards Ringwood and Fitzroy Street every 10 minutes, which is not that bad. But the Belgrave on the Sunday doesn't actually start until like 10 a.m, so you're basically screwed, or you could just change at Ringwood. But we got one in 6 minutes there and 8 minutes there, so that's pretty good. However, it is like every 20 minutes beyond Ringwood, so yeah. However, let me just bring up my PTV app again and show you how bad it is on mornings. So at 8 o'clock, we can see that it is every 30 minutes, which really isn't the best ever. Again, PTV is going by their little thing. Like, they need to have the timetable revamp. This is ridiculous. Like, one at 8:30, one at 9, 9:30, 9:50 is when it all starts to ramp up to every 10 minutes. However, there just needs to be more done because I don't really think PTV want people to be travelling in the morning. But they need, like, how about they just scrap the Sunday timetable altogether? We'll get to that soon. Now, it is time for Melbourne's neglected buses on a Sunday. Yes, they are bad. I can tell you that now. So I'll bring up the PTV app and I'll show you some live timetables as well on the upstairs when we get there. So I'll bring up my camera again and I'll show you. Now, unfortunately, I did lie a bit. I actually took the next bus towards Southland, so now I'm at Johnson's safety stop thing. However, whilst we're here, we'll look at the PTV app and take a look at the time that the buses run. Now, starting off with the 201, absolutely no departures until Monday morning, because obviously go to university and I don't think they run on weekends. Perhaps I'm wrong. 270 every 30 minutes. I think that that's probably the best we're going to get. 271, yeah, okay, once an hour on weekends or Sundays. 279 again. Oh, that's every 30 minutes. Okay. 281, no departures. 284, yeah, once an hour. 293, once an hour. 302, once an hour. 612, once an hour. 732, once an hour and 5 minutes. 733, every 30 minutes. Once an hour or 58 minutes. Once every 30 minutes. I think this one's every 30 minutes as well. So, technically, there you have it. A lot of buses either don't run on Sundays or they're every hour, which clearly isn't good. Now let's talk about something actually. Let's have a look at some other buses as well. We'll get another warning. The 273. The Pines. 273. No departures. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Actually, once an hour. 30 minutes. No departures whatsoever. Every 30 minutes. That one comes a lot. Every 30 minutes. Again, every 30 minutes. So let's just talk about some improvements. Now, being the timetable that PTV currently runs, it needs a major overhaul. Whether that be buses, trains, and trams, they all need an absolute overhaul. As you can see, like Sundays, obviously, everyone's out and about. Like, there's a lot of cars going by me now, hence the traffic noise. I don't know if you can hear me very well, but I mean, look, have trains at least every 20 minutes until 10 a.m. Buses every 30 minutes, keep it to that. And just to keep everyone happy, trams, keep them maybe to like every 15 minutes until about 11. So unfortunately, yeah, well, that's what you get. Basically, no public transport on a Sunday, unless you live in like rural Box Hill areas. So yeah, improvements a lot more, and also, how do PTV get the patronage? Tap your mic in cars. That's how they only gain way of patronage and how many people actually use the services. Now I'm heading back up to Box Hill, so anyway, I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.